Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Remember, you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another Habs Daily News with the hockey coach, Guru Coach Frenchy. Today, episode number 387. What a menu! Of course, the Montreal Canadiens news. And today, we are back for another Marc trade proposal. But before we start, we invite you, please don't forget to click on the like, subscribe to the Hockey Nation Live Show, and leave us a comment about this episode. And let's dive in talking about my first subject of the day. My first subject of the day is about the Montreal Canadiens news. And the first, we want to talk about Marc Bergevin. We heard the last couple of days, Marc Bergevin, during the NHL draft 2012, he was looking to draft Morgan Rielly. Most of the other scouts and the director of scouting for the Montreal Canadiens, Trevor Timmins, suggest to get Alex Galchenyuk. The reason behind that is Bergevin, during the time he was in charge about the development for the Chicago Blackhawks as assistant general manager of St. Bowman. He saw many times Morgan Rielly play in OHL, but because he was just got hired by the Montreal Canadiens prior of the NHL draft 2012, he did not want to go again his new staff with the Montreal Canadiens in 2012. That's the reason the Montreal Canadiens select Alex Galchenyuk. Came more from Trevor Timmins, but again, Bergevin, he was really looking to draft Morgan Rielly. The second news of the day is about Mike Matheson. First of all, Mike Matheson have a contract below $5 million. This is a great contract for the Montreal Canadiens. Secondly, the only way I believe if Montreal has success in 2023, 2024, have to go with Mike Matheson. Why not the Coldender? Why not the sophomore for the rookies? Or why not Cole Caulfield, Mo Gold, or Nick Ziski? Because Matheson play an important role for the Montreal Canadiens. First of all, he's a quarterback on power play. Secondly, he's the only defenseman Montreal Canadiens can carry on the puck. And he played over 25 minutes per game during the second half of the season 2022-2023 with the Montreal Canadiens. If Matheson stay healthy, play all the game with the Montreal Canadiens, I want to be surprised Matheson finish with a double-digit goal and possible over 50 points with the Montreal Canadiens. This is a big reason I believe Montreal could have a great year for the upcoming season in increasing the number of the point in the standing. If Mike Matheson play on his full potential as a defenseman number one with the Montreal Canadiens, then I want to talk about Juraj Slafkovsky. Why? Because yesterday we talked about Slafkovsky, about his productivity. We asked you how many points he's going to get for the upcoming season. But at the end of the day, it's not about the number of the point. It's about his development. Maybe I did not focus too much on this area about Slafkovsky yesterday. He needs to get more TOI, but at the end of the day, he needs to develop as a hockey player in NHL during his second year with the Montreal Canadiens. I believe he will take over 3 maybe 4 years before we see the real Juraj Slafkovsky in NHL. So the word patient is really we need for the Montreal Canadiens fans. And, of course, for year number 2 in the Montreal Canadiens, Slafkovsky, it's not about how many points he gets. It's about his development, his progression by the staff of the Montreal Canadiens. My next news of the day is about the Upper Deck Showcase. What are you talking about? Every year during the month of September, the Upper Deck invite different rookies for all the different NHL team to go to the showcase where they create their own card for the upcoming season. This is not the team choose the player, but the Upper Deck pick different players in NHL. Montreal with the Columbus Blue Jackets have 3 players during that showcase, and we got Owen Beck, Philippe Mézard, and Sean Farrell going to represent the Montreal Canadiens during the Upper Deck Showcase the next couple of days. My next news of the day is about David Reinbacher. Why? Because I really believe Reinbacher, guys, is not going to start the season with the Montreal Canadiens. I feel like he's going to return to play his second year with the team Cloden and the NL. I know fans would love to have Reinbacher. Maybe they think it would be better for him to play in American Hockey League. But I feel like it would be the right thing for him to return with his team. We know the relationship between Cloden and the Montreal Canadiens is really great between both teams. And I feel like he's going to develop anyway with that team. He's going to have a lot of TOI. And I don't be surprised he play on the first pairing defenseman with that team. And that's conclude, guys, all the news we got for you on this episode. Leave me a comment, possible about Marc Bergevin. Would you prefer Montreal select Raleigh over Galchenyuk? What about the contract of Mike Matheson? Then what about Slafkovsky? Are you agree about his development over his number of the point for the upcoming season? And of course, the Deck showcase and David Reinbacher returning and Claudin over play with the Laval Rocket for the upcoming season. Let's move on now, guys, for my second subject of the day. My second subject of the day is about the Montreal Canadiens mock trade proposal. We did not do a lot for the last couple of days, and of course, this is more about entertaining between you and you guys. And today, I want to talk about, again, because we know Montreal Canadiens tried to trade Casey DeSmith. And today, I trade to the Vancouver Canucks in return for the young goalie, Silav. Why Silav? But first of all, guys, Silav, it was drafted 6th round in 2019. He's a big goaltender, 6'4", 205 pounds. Last year in American Hockey League, have a great year. The team Abbotsford with a goal against average of 2.44 and a save percentage of 910. During the last World Championship, he was the MVP of the tournament. But what is the trade, coach? But first of all, before I give you the trade, why Vancouver would love to get maybe Casey DeSmith? First of all, because the goaltender backup is Spencer Martin. And we know Martin struggled last year when Demko, he got hurt. Vancouver Canucks, with the new head coach Rick Tocchet, they finished strong this season. And the fact they have only Martin as a backup number 2, I feel a veteran goaltender like Casey DeSmith, 31 years old, could fill up their hole as a backup number 2. Trade I have for you guys today is Montreal Canadiens trade Casey DeSmith plus Caden Primo and Rover or Jaden Strobel. Vancouver could have the choice, one of the two players, prospect for the Montreal Canadiens, and return Montreal Canadiens get the goaltender Arthur Zilov and their 4th-round pick from the Vancouver Canucks 2024. Let me know what you think about my proposal. Do you think this is a good deal for both teams? Do you feel like this is only good for the Montreal Canadiens, but Vancouver won't accept that deal? Or do you feel more the Montreal will not trade those players only for the goaltender after Silav for 1 pick? And that's conclude, guys, all the subject we have on this episode. Thanks for watching another episode of the Habs Daily News with the hockey coach Guru Coach Frenchy. But before we leave, guys, we invite you, please don't forget to click on the like, subscribe to the Hockey Nation Live Show, and leave us a comments about this episode. And of course, you have greatness inside of you, and we wish you an amazing, great, blessing day, everybody.